Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to this session of career awareness. Today, we will have a career awareness session with senior counselor, Mr. Pavan Uppal. And before we get into the details, let me walk you through a couple of things that I want to share here. Yes. So to start with, first let me introduce myself. My name is Ashish Dev. I am founder of Counsel Navi. About this platform, I will explain later. And today we have with us senior counselor, Mr. Pavan Uppal. A brief introduction from my side, just to start with, about him is he is a counselor. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so he's a senior counselor. He is counseling for students and working professionals. As I know, he has more than 35 years of overall experience in and that construct with career counseling, guiding to the teenagers and young adults. He is also expert in psychometric assessment, as well as moreover his focus is around 10th and 12th class students as well as undergraduate students for the counseling. In addition to the career counseling, he is also a mentor, a counselor for emotional well-being, where he's offering stress and anxiety management kind of a techniques. Maybe when I request him to introduce himself, maybe we'll hear more about him. But before moving to that, let me also explain a bit about the platform Counsel Navi. The reason for us to come up with this platform, mainly there could be many reasons, but two important reasons which I would like to share. The first one is about as far as global survey, and also we had a lot of interaction with many people, and we understood that over 60% of youth regret for not selecting the right career, or not selecting the right career, making the right career choices. And another problem that we see, which is coming up very strongly these days, is that industry is moving at a very accelerated pace. You might be hearing a lot of news these days around, like from Economic Times. Recently, it was published that in 4 or 5 years, around 41% of jobs will be taken over by artificial intelligence. Even Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook has just said in one of his code that they are planning to kind of work a lot on programming instead of a programmers through AI and so on. So we can see that industry is moving at a very fast pace, and if that is the case, career planning is very important. And when you want to do a career planning, certainly a systematic a guidance from the professional is very important, and that's the reason we came up with this platform called Counsel Navi. It's a digital platform which basically connects students and professionals to the counselors and mentors, and we are using artificial intelligence in the background for to add the intelligence. Now this tool bring a lot of things. This solution brings a lot of things in the sense of various tools. For example, career check is one of the tool where it asks around 10 dimensional questions, and then based on those answers it will give you your strengths, weakness, and what kind of improvements you have to do. This is not a psychometric test, this is a basic career health check, but it can give you certain indication of where you stand today. Statement of purpose is very important because it can help you to create your own profile, as well as it's a very essential document if you want to go for overseas studies, whether it is undergraduate or whether it is postgraduate and so on. And we have created a simulator where you will be asked certain questions, and based on that it will create a kind of a statement of purpose. We don't recommend to use that as is. Certainly it's more for a simulation purpose, but it can help you with a proper structure. Also, our counselors are equipped with psychometric test to kind of understand you in detail and then come up with recommendations and consultation. And also, we are bringing up a feature called mock interview as a simulator. There are many good things about it. For example, there is a very simple free book consultation, which is an introductory kind of way to get introduced with counselors. I'll encourage everyone to use that. So this is about Council Navi. Moving on to our main purpose today, which is about career awareness, and we will jump on to the Q&A session with senior counselor Mr. Pavan Uppal. So I'll request sir to introduce first himself in brief, and then I'll ask few questions. I think that will help everyone in this call. And post that, maybe I'll open up for the questions from your side. And finally, we'll conclude the session. So, sir, to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashish. Thank you for the introduction. So, Council Navi is also doing great. All these features which you have explained, they are very useful for the students. And I will suggest them to just once use it and then see the results. Coming to me, I am Pavan Uppal. I am a certified career counselor. I have done my engineering in electronics and communication engineering. Then I get into a corporate job where I served for 25 years in different verticals and in different domains. I was a maintenance engineer. Then later on during my career, I switched to the IT services. So I developed the customized operations for my organization, which were used in the SAP implementation. But after some time, all these things were not, luring me. I was not inclined to do these jobs. So I did my own psychometric test. And from there, I come to know that if this is not my cup of tea, I should do something else so that which will give me happiness and, you know, a lot of satisfaction. So then I scrolled over other career options, and then after a long, after a long wait, I switched to this career counseling. Then I did multiple certifications from the topmost training institutes in India, may it be Mindler, Univariety, Edu Milestones, and Council India. I did my certifications from there because when you are going to guide some students or guide anyone, you must be equipped with the sufficient knowledge. Otherwise, it will not be fair for you. So that's why I did all these my certifications. And during my practice, I found that students not only come to me for the career counseling, they have some other issues also. Maybe their stress management, okay, their time management, how to prepare for the exams, what is the exam anxiety, all these things were also there. So from there, I started learning about the personal counseling. I did my certification in personal counseling from Heart to Heart Institute. It's in Mumbai. It's one of the reputed institutes. And I did the transactional analysis also from there. Why? Because with the help of the transactional analysis, I can look into the different aspects of the personality of a student. So from there, I did my certification, and so far I have counseled more than 300 students. I am a certified counselor on many platforms across India, and I give them advice on their career aspirations. I also do sessions in the schools where I give them the awareness about what career options they can choose after their 12th standard. So this is all about me, and I'm very happy that Ashish has given me this opportunity to aware you people about the what are the career options available nowadays in India. So thank you, Ashish, for that.
Thank you, sir. So, and thanks for a good introduction. It has given, I am sure, everyone a good background about you as a counselor, as well as how from where you are bringing all that, including so many certifications. And I know in our personal interaction, you told me more than 150 students you have counseled so far, which is a big number for sure. So, as this being a career awareness session, I have few questions to ask. First, a very basic fundamental question is why career planning is important. And if so, is it so important even in early age?
Right. So first of all, before jumping into this, I will like to highlight that what career counseling is. Okay. So career counseling is basically subdivided into two parts. The first part is the guidance. So in the guidance part, the counseling get to know what are the career options available in India after doing their 12th standard. Okay. What are the various courses available? What are the streams which are available? And after selecting one particular stream, what career options he can opt for that? And to get admission into those courses, what are the set of the admission procedure that we have to undergo? For engineering, it's JEE. For every admissions, you have to give different set of admission tests are available. So if you are connected with a career counselor, you will get to know what are the courses what available for in India and how to get admission into those courses. First part. Then the second part is the counseling part. Now, what we do in the counseling part, we take a psychometric test with the help of which we can, we can know about the personality, what are the career interests, what is the aptitude of the student. Okay. Once these all things are known to us, then we align these personal strengths and guide the students for their right career path. Okay. So now coming to the point that why early career planning is required. It is very much required because when you are in ninth or 10th grade, you and your parents are very, they get worried. They starts getting worried about you that, okay, now schooling is going to be over and what we are to do after your 12th. And the parents are not aware about all these options. So if you connect with a career counselor, he will help you in both the ways. He will guide you what options are available. Then he will take a psychometric test of the student and he will align the courses with matching with his aptitude, with his career interests and his personality type. So if you choose in the, suppose student gets into the 10th class and he opts for a career counseling. Now what will happen? After the career counseling, they can take informed decisions. Okay. Uh, because you are early bird, so it will reduce the anxiety and you will be well prepared for your future course of action. So this is one of the main benefit of why earlier career planning is required. Another thing which I would like to highlight that nowadays all the universities are asking for your statement of purpose and they want to talk more about your curricular and extracurricular activities, what kind of activities you have done. So if you incline yourself with a career counselor, he will let you know that you should do these kind of extracurricular activities based on your career choices. So this will help you to get admission into some top ranked university as well. And also if you want to go abroad for abroad studies, nowadays SOP and this essay is very important. So if you are aligned with the career counselor in an early stage, he will let you know that how you can uh, showcase your talents in your SOP or in your essay. So these are some of the benefits which I have mentioned. Of course, there are hundreds of benefits, but due to the time constant, we have to limit ourselves.
Thank you, sir. I think that's quite elaborated answer. So one connected question with this in relation to your answer is, like, there are people who don't go for counseling. They are more like self-paced or self. They decide themselves based on either family asking for some to go for some kind of a career, or example friends, peers, or from somewhere like teachers. So how that differ versus having a professional counseling in place or career
Yes.
plan in place, moreover?
Yes, this is a very good question. Most of the students are trapped into this. So here I will talk, I would like to talk about three things. The first thing is, if we are not going to a career counselor, from where we are getting the information? I rank them. I know there are three sources for your information. The first source is parents' friends. Okay, your father's friends, whatever they are doing, they will he will your father will ask to them, and whatever suggestion they will give, he will be bound to follow that. Then the second set of people from where we get the this information is friends' parents. Okay, so whenever you go to some friend's house, he will ask you, "What are you taking?" Okay, you should take this. This is a very good option. This and that. So that is the second set of people from where you will get the these kind of information. The third set of people is your relatives. Okay, maybe your uncle's son, or maybe your any chacha, mama, any relatives son. From there, you will get the information. Here also, again, I will divide this information into two parts. The first part is the over marketing of the profession. Suppose I am a chartered accountant, I am very happy with my profession. I am doing well in that profession. So whenever someone will ask me, what should I do? What should I choose the career? Because I am very satisfied, I am earning well, I am very happy with that. I will say, why don't you become chartered accountant? It's a very good profession. Okay, this I call it as over marketing of your profession. The second set is the negative marketing of the profession. Suppose I am a chartered accountant, but I am not satisfied with my profession. I am not doing well. I feel a lot of, I'm not happy over there. So whenever someone will ask me, I will tell, whatever you may become, but don't become chartered accountant. Okay, so these are the two kind of advices we get, but both these advices are not relevant. Okay, every person has his own unique strengths, unique career interests. Okay, chartered accountant or any other profession, it's not possible that everyone is suitable for becoming a chartered accountant, or maybe an engineer, maybe doctor, any profession. So if you uh, if you are aligning yourself with those advices, definitely at the end of the day you will feel that, no, I have come into the wrong path. Okay, on the other hand, if you are aligned with a career counselor, now what he will do, first of all, he will we do it in a four-step process. The first process is the orientation. Okay, in orientation we get to know about the student's background, from where he comes, what are his career aspirations, how is his parents, what are their aspirations. So all these things we get into the orientation. Then we expose them to a psychometric test. Now again, psychometric test has two very uh, important parameters. First is the validity of the psychometric test, and the second is the reliability of the psychometric test. If a psychometric test is having more than 95% of the validity and reliability, only then we expose the children to those kind of psychometric tests. From there, we come to know about their aptitude, their personality type, and their skills and abilities. Okay, so once these parameters are known to us, again we validate the report of the psychometric test by asking more questions from the students. Once we are satisfied that whatever student has answered in the psychometric test and all these things are validated, then only we give them the professional advice that, okay, now I have uh, enough information for you, and I will give you some suggestions on the basis of which you can opt your further course of action. Again, there also we give them 2 or 3 options. We give them path A, path B, or path C. We give them a ready-made information, so that they can take the informed decisions about themselves. So once they choose that, okay, this path A and path B, this I will be traveling during my academic journey, then we guide them that how you are to proceed further. Suppose a person says that I'm going to do, I want to do engineering. Then what are the various institutes available? What are their tests? How you are? What is JOSA? Okay, most of the students, they are in 12th, but they don't know what is JOSA, how they can apply for the engineering uh, colleges. So this all information they will get from us. Once they are aligned with us, we will tell them all these things in detail, and there are very much chances that they will succeed in their future studies. Apart from them, we give them some study techniques also. Okay, how to manage their stress, how to reduce their anxiety, exam anxiety, and how they should prepare for the mock tests. I personally emphasize more on the mock tests. Why? Because once you are giving the mock test, your brain is accustomed to that environment. And whenever you are giving your actual exam, it will be very beneficial for you if you have given enough number of mock tests. So all these things will be available to you once you are inclined with the professional counselor.
Thank you, sir. I think that's a very good answer, and it has given a better clarity of how it differentiate taking self decisions versus a guided decision or informed decision based on the guidance from the counselor. Thank you very much. So one last question from my side is, yeah, we understand everything, and I'm sure this is the question also coming from our participants. But can you share any real life example where the situation was something, and by means of going through the counseling, the situation has changed? Any example, if you can share? I think that will give more like what is the real case, or generally real cases helps to attach to the situation.
Very true, sir. Very true. As I have already mentioned, I have done more than 150 students I have counseled so far. I have taken multiple sessions in the schools where group counseling is done. They approach to me, and I guide them based on their requirement. But as due to the time constant, I will give you one example only. I had a student, Tanya, from Pune. Okay, when she entered into the 10th grade, her parents were very confused. Why? Because they now they have to choose the stream after 10th grade. In CBSE, you have to choose the stream once you are done with your 10th grade. So when their child get into the 10th class, they were very much confused that what should be the right stream for our daughter. Okay, because the parents see only the behavioral things of the students. So they came to me, they approached me, and they asked me that how you can help us to get out of this confusion. I said that I then normally I take 3 to 4 sessions for that. My process is there. I take 4 to 5 sessions depending upon the needs of the students. So in my first session, that was an orientation session, I came to know all the things about that student and what were her confusions, why she was confused, what were his parents' aspirations, what they wanted from their child, all these things. And based on that, I found that not only the student, but the parents are also very confused. Okay. So in the second session, I gave them the various options. I guided them that these are the different streams which are available in India. Okay, you can choose for science A, science B, commerce, arts. These are the options. Once you are in science A, these kind of courses she can do. Okay, in science B with biology, she can be a doctor. So it will be a long story, but in brief, I guided them what are the career options available with the student once she does a particular stream selection. Okay. And in the third session, I took her psychometric test. Okay. She was exposed to one of the best psychometric tests available in India. And on the basis of, and I generated the report for that psychometric test. Once the report was in my hands, then I again took a session. I validated that report. Okay. Whatever parameters were there in the report, I just tried to validate them by asking some more questions. Okay. Sometimes students, when they are giving the psychometric test, they tend to be very, realistic answers. So that causes the faking of the psychometric test also. So as a career counselor, we need to establish the, that whatever student has given answers in the psychometric test, that really matches with his personality. So once I did that, I advised her that, okay, you have a very good, numerical ability was good. Her logical ability was very good. Okay, she had investigative career interest. If I talk about the RISEC test, she was having an investigative career interest, and she was ISTP personality type based on the MBTI. So when I aligned all these things, I advised her that you should choose PCM, Science A, as your stream selection. Now in Science A also, you can do two things. One is the engineering, and the other is, because she was having a good enterprising career interest also, so you can opt for the BBA also. So that will also be a very good option for you. But as far as now the subjects are concerned, you should choose PCM. Okay, I told him what are the pros of PCM. You will have to study for 6 to 8 hours every day. You will have to appear for tests. These are the career options available. All these things I advised him. And then after 10th, they chose Science A as their stream. Okay. Once she was, I don't leave the student in between until and unless that student doesn't get admitted into some good college. I handhold them. Okay, and when she was doing her 12th exam, in the board exam, after that, I gave him all the information which were required to appear in JEE, what kind of courses she can do. And on the other hand, I also asked her to appear for some good BBA exams also. So by the time she got 2 more years, okay, and now she was having more clarity about herself also. So she got a very she got admission into the Shahid Sukhdev College here in Delhi for BMS, Bachelor in Management Studies, and she got admitted into NIT Kurukshetra as well in Computer Science Engineering because she was a very brilliant student. Then she opted for BMS, Bachelor in Management Studies. So now she is there in Shahid Sukhdev College, and she is very happy that yes, I was only thinking that if I will be choosing PCM, I can do only engineering. Okay, but as for on the basis of the reports of her psychometric, I told her that yes, you can do the BBA as well. That will also align with your career interest. I guided her throughout the 2 years, And when she got admitted into that BMS in Shahid Sukhdev College, it's one of the most prestigious institute in India. And now she is very happy. So this is this is a very prominent example that the students feel that once you are in science A, you can do only engineering. Okay, but there are multiple options which a student in any stream can do. May it be in PCM, may it be in commerce, may it be in arts. There are so many courses which are stream neutral. Anybody can join that. So this is one of the real case example which I wanted to highlight in the session.
Thank you, sir. I think that's a really good case, because I can imagine if she would have, because she had a caliber to go for engineering or business side. But if she had gone for engineering, she would have done for something for sure. But the kind of satisfaction one should get from the choice of selection and enjoy that won't be there. So it's good that at the end, what she recognized is more towards business, even if she had that capability of engineering. I think that's a very, very good case of you should not go with always usual path. If you can understand your potential, you can also go for some different exceptional paths, so which is very good. And thanks for that answer. I think we will have one or two questions from the participants. I think there was one hand, maybe Dominic, you were about to ask something, right?
Yes, yes, Ashiji, thank you for letting know about it. First of all, very good morning to you, Ashiji, and very good morning to Pawan sir, both. Uh, I have one question related with psychometric test. Uh, Most of the answers are already explained by Pawan sir, but just a just getting some means basically curiosity that I think psychometric tests are very important if conducted at the early stages. For example, before 10th or something 12th. It helps them to guide them, means counselors are able to guide them properly to choose their career path properly. But there may be a scenario that a student has passed out the 12th class and they want to join, they have already chosen a stream, and nowadays it's totally based on the percentages, and sometimes students has to compromise their interest as well, because they don't get admission in the college due to percentage criteria or something else, or maybe due to location or something like that. So in that case, if they attempt the psychometric test after choosing the stream, so will it be helpful for them still? That's the question from my side to Pawan sir.
Okay. Thanks, Dominic, for asking the question. Psychometric tests give you the clarity about your personality. They measure mainly three things. Okay, what is your personality type? What are your career interests? And what are your different skills and abilities? Okay, so if you have done the test, say at the 10th level, it will be very helpful for you because you know yourself in a better way, and accordingly you can choose your career by taking the informed decisions. But once you have not taken the psychometric test, you have done your stream selection at your own, and you are now in 12th grade, you are pursuing a particular stream. Okay, now you have exposed yourself to a psychometric test. Again, this will be very helpful for you. Why? Because once you are in 12th grade and you are particularly in a particular stream, even then, if you have given for the psychometric test, there are so many courses nowadays which are available, which are stream free courses. And also, suppose, for example, you have taken the commerce. I am just giving an example. Now, in commerce also, if you give the psychometric test, there are and from there you come to know that you have an introvert personality, and your career interest is conventional. Okay. After doing your +2, you can choose CA, chartered accountant. But on the other hand, if you are doing your commerce and you have an extrovert personality and you are a social kind of person, you are social, your career interest comes up to be social, then you can opt for the law also. So although you are doing commerce as your stream and you have done the psychometric test at this point of time, again this will help you to choose your career path once your 12th is over, because you will get to know about yourself. And suppose you don't give that test and you opt for, suppose, chartered accountant, but you don't have the conventional career interest, then after 2 years, 3 years, 3 years, that will not, you will not find interest in that course. You will be disenchanted from that course. Again you will be on the crossroad, what I am to do. So giving the psychometric test even after 12th or in the 12th exam is equally important and equally helpful. So I think I have answered your query.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the explanation.
Thank you, sir. And thanks, Dominic, for asking an important question, because like not many are into 9, 10th, or even 12th. Maybe people go over that, and then also they would want to recheck where they stand. So it's a good answer. And to understand the psychometric test at any stage can give you a different level of value. Yes. So any other questions from anyone? Yes, Ashish Mishra ji, please go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead. Please ask question.
Hello,
Yes, yes, go ahead.
sir. I am audible.
Yes, yes, very well.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to ask a question from you, sir. Sir, I have a question that people do not have that much knowledge, but they are pursuing their educations, and I need guidance that what a commerce student should do after graduation. Means they have a stream of their commerce. They have a various types of the courses like BCom, BF, BAF, BMS. But after that, we do not have a proper guidance. So there are the various fields, but like Sir told that CA, and there are the various courses, but there are the some industries which are not aware by us. So I want the information from the sir that what are the 10 top industries that a student must prefer to go in.
Very good question, I should say. And yes, post the commerce education, and I'll definitely acknowledge that these days, not only graduation, but also post graduation matters. And when you are going for post graduation, again, selecting your majors is very, very critical, because that defines your next path. So I think this is a very relevant question. And sir, if you can answer these questions.
Yes, yes. So thank you, Ashish, for asking this question. Once you are, as you have asked, that once you are a commerce graduate, so what are the different options available before you for the post graduation or some other courses? Nowadays, again, the main point will be, first of all, I will be conducting your psychometric test. Okay. On the basis of that psychometric test, I will advise you what are the different 2 or 3 options which you can choose for your further studies. So coming to a generic answer, after graduation, you can do, first of all, you can do law. Okay. Law is a very promising career nowadays, and for commerce students, corporate lawyers, and nowadays these corporate lawyers are gaining very importance. So every company is now hiring the corporate lawyers. So once you are graduated in commerce, you can opt for law. The other company, chartered accountant, as I have already mentioned, chartered accountancy is the second option. The third option is the company secretary. You can opt for the company secretary course as well. And the fourth option is the MBA. Now, again, MBA is gaining so much popularity nowadays, and there are so many things which are so many types of courses in MBA itself, which you can choose from. Okay, once you are a commerce background, you can choose MBA in fintech. Now you get days, this is getting very popular. Most of the fintech companies are hiring those persons which are having commerce background and they are having MBA in financial technologies. Okay, so these are some of the options, but of course the list can be very long, but the basis of that option will be on the report of your psychometric test. Okay, I will have to interact with you. I will have to sit with you. Okay, I will come to know about yourself. Once you are, graduate, then different type of questions will be there. Different probing questions will be there. Sometimes I give my students the sentence completion tests. Okay, this is a projective technique for the knowing the personality. Okay, so once I am sure that I know Ashish now very well. On the basis of that, I can give you a number of options. So for the generic answers, I have given you 4 or 5 options. So I
Thank
think
you.
I answered your question, Ashish.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, one thing I'll definitely add to it that uh, moreover, there can be many lucrative careers we will see around, and we might want to be like that. But also, it is equally important to understand the capability and potential. Whether once you get on that path, whether you can really accomplish that or not, and that's where I think very important to go through certain kind of counseling that is more of a consultation with a systematic approach to understand your capabilities and then align to the career path you decide. And for this, we have Council Navy as a platform with many experts. Uh, Mr. Pavan Uppal is available on that platform. It is very easy to search. Go log into Council Navy if you are already registered. If not, sign up. Look for a menu called Counselors and just type his name, and you will find him there with a very detailed profile. We have shared very brief one, but there we have a very detailed profile. You can understand your counselor very well. If once you create your profile, your counselor can understand you very well, and then it is very simple. Just by click of one button, either you can book online meeting, or you can book one-on-one session, or telecall, or chat, and then you can start on the journey of consultation and define your career path. So with this, I think we can end this session. Thanks, Pawan sir, for this very interesting session, and thanks for your time today, answering all the questions very nicely and in detail, and also answering all the questions of our participants, guiding them. And I am hope that everyone who listened to this session will get all the benefits and the value out of it. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks, sir. Yes.